This could shave years off your diagnosis. It would have saved me almost 4. Welcome back to Slow Roll. My name is Stephanie. Videos every Wednesday discussing chronic illness, product reviews, and the day-to-day. If that seems something of interest to you, please subscribe down below. We'd love to have you part of our family. This video today is really talking to you about something that I had no idea existed in the medical field. It's something that had I known a little bit more about and had I been educated a little bit more about it, it could have made a huge difference in my story and my diagnosis journey. I just wish I would have known that this even existed. I'm gonna start the story and backtrack you guys just a little bit. In 2016, when I started having what we called episodes, at the time we had no idea what they were, but what was happening was I was having these quote unquote fainting spells where I would lose consciousness, become very groggy. I could hear what was going on around me to an extent, but I had no way of communicating either with my body or with my words in any way, shape, or form. It's like my brain disconnected from my body. Even though I was still there, I just couldn't quite cope with what was going on around me. And at first we just thought these were fainting spells. We weren't really sure what more other than that to say. And we just started calling them episodes because we just didn't know what they were. It wasn't until 2020, after 4 years of dealing with these episodes in waves of them coming and going, that I had a family member who I was talking to over FaceTime thanks to the pandemic. I had a conversation with them. I had recently had an episode that week, wasn't feeling great, and we were just having a conversation. She asked, she's like, did you guys ever film one of these episodes to have a better sense to show your doctors? Because sometimes doctor and patient communication can be challenging, especially with specialists, and communicating in their language can be really challenging sometimes, especially I will say with neurologists. It was something that somehow us people who literally have phones and videos attached to our hips every day, I just never thought about it. When I go into one of these episodes, we kind of all go into panic mode, and there's a lot that goes on about making sure that I stay safe and don't fall and things like that. So it's never been top priority to do that. We committed to making sure that we had the available equipment, essentially our phones charged. The next time I had an episode, we'd make sure they always were on us so that when the next episode happened, Luke would be able to actually take a video of it. I hemmed and hawed about showing you the actual video. I've chosen not to. It is quite graphic, and to be frank, it doesn't really explain much, to be honest. And it's one of those videos that was really made for my doctors to see, and so we've decided not to show you that video today. However, there is a resource down below in the description, and Luke's gonna put a screenshot of that lovely website right here to guide you. They have videos and different explanations of what may be the answer to the problem. And so we'll talk about that in a minute. So we took a video and I brought it to my doctor, and my doctor instantly said, those are absent seizures. Our jaws kind of dropped because, to be frank, all I really knew when it came to seizures, and we'd been around in the medical field trying to figure out what was going on with me for 5 years. Seizures was something that never came to mind. After 4 neurologists and 2 cardiologists, it just wasn't something that was ever brought up. And as soon as I showed the video to anybody, that it be my nursing staff at my infusion clinic, that it be any of my doctors, they all looked at me and said, those are absent seizures. The thing with absent seizures is that they look like fainting spells, and it's something that is very often misdiagnosed as a potential cardiac issue, which is why I went down the lane with cardiologists before neurology. And it's just quite interesting to see how much the seizure diagnosis, due to it not being epileptic, was just something that's just not talked about enough. So if you know someone that dazes out, that looks like they're daydreaming, and yet they come to, they may not even realize that they're having seizures, they should really get checked and get an EEG. So now fast forward to December of this year, I'm now under neurological care again. I finally get to meet my 4th neurologist, and I show him this video. He agreed with everyone I had spoken to in that year with this video in hand, telling me that it was truly not just these quote unquote fainting spells. We were talking about a chronic and fairly serious seizure condition that needs to be tracked and maintained and needs to be looked at in a way that makes and ensures my safety. I'm still waiting for my EEG at this point. We actually had never had one done, which is kind of interesting in my journey, but we are looking forward to my EEG in the fall, and we'll be documenting that process for you guys as well. But yes, if you know anyone who's having fainting spells or anything like that, or if you know anyone that's having a challenge getting a diagnosis, one, recommend that they get a video of it. You know, like anything medically, to be frank, that it be a rash, that it be anything that's going on and your doctor's just not quite able to help you in the way that you think they should. You have to advocate for yourself, and you have to keep pushing and bringing documentations like videos and photos to show you what you cope with on a day-to-day basis, or that's really causing you issues in your life, is truly going to help your doctor help you better. And yeah, I know that can be a little bit frustrating, but this additional step of you advocating for yourself could make an incredibly large difference in your day-to-day life. I hope you've liked this video as much as I did making it, and I truly hope that this might help someone out there who's having a really challenging time getting through to their doctors or ensuring that they get the proper medical care that they truly need. So till next time, don't forget to slow your roll. Like this video, check this one out next. Your chronic illness budgeting. Get it in order today.